time for the nightly manifestation. Let's manifest good things for our dreams. I'm only going to pull 3 cards. Four cards, sorry. One from the Heal Yourself Oracle. One from the Angels of Atlantis. One from the Game of Life and How to Play it. And another from the some other deck. I don't know. It's late. Here we go. Let's see what the energy is for tonight. I'm not pulling all of those. Turning it over. I have been kind of busy this weekend. Busy in a good way. Busy and productive. I hope all is well with you guys. I hope that everything is being manifested correctly. The words are being said the correct way. And you are taking everything with the great mercy. Mercy came out. What does mercy mean? Mercy on your soul. The universe. Have mercy on your soul in a good way. Look, he's praying for this person, or he is saying everything will be okay. You know, that is what's happening here. Earth force. The energy of the earth. The universe. The universe has your back. You know, that's what earth force means to me. In dreams, look, we're going to sleep right now. We're going to sleep. So I can clarify these. 3 of them came out. I said I wasn't going to take 3. But the way the universe is set up, that's how it happened. Now let's pull from the Heal Yourself Oracle deck. Sorry. Yeah, let's pull from the Heal Yourself Oracle deck. I have my tea. I'm drinking my tea. I am loving me, myself. I'm putting all the energy into myself, all of the strength for today, tomorrow, and the days to come. I have blessed every situation success, and there is an affirmation that says, today is a day of completion. I give thanks that I receive something on time. And I was going to say I'm taking care of my home. I just got everything together in regards to me taking care of myself. And I was thinking about my soulmate. He is here. Not at this present moment right now, but he will be here. He's out on business. And temptation. That's what happens when your soulmate is out, and but you love him. So there is no temptation that can be there in regards to that, because nothing can tempt you to be in a situation to where you want something different. When you know and you're confident in love, and you're confident in yourself, and you know that if it's yours by divine right, you cannot lose it. If it's not yours, then you will receive its equivalent. Everything is a lesson. Everything is a lesson. There is nothing in regards to pain, in regards to anger. Everything is a lesson. Things are meant to be taught. No man is your enemy. Okay, I just want to tell. Say because I'm recording. Okay, he's changing his mind this late. That's my 16-year-old. So I just want to tell you, because this is, I just said to you guys. So anyway, my light is up too high. My son came in to tell me something so urgent that he changed his mind when he realized I was recording. What did I just say to you? If this soulmate I desire is mine, I cannot lose it. To you guys. Okay. As long as I just said that to you guys. Now, words and thoughts are a tremendous vibratory force, ever molding one's bodies and affairs. Manifest the correct way. Manifest the right way. Ask to receive whatever it is that you need by divine right, on time. Faith is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. My faith holds the vision steady, and the adverse pictures are dissolved and dissipated, and in due season I shall reap. If I faint not, I have perfect faith in a perfect way. Manifest what you want. See it on the invisible plane. Once you see it, no one can take it from you. If it's yours by divine right, you will receive it. So that right there is why I do this every night. Every night. So we have soulmate here. We have home. Taking care of home. Taking care of home or missing home. Is your soulmate missing home? Because what he's doing is he's calling from the seashell. Do you remember our parents said that when we used to put the seashell up to our head or our ear, we would hear something in regards to it being or something. That's what they would say. But she has her actually she has her crystal there, and she's holding it, and she's calling home, and this is probably a time where there was not phones, so she's calling home because she misses her soulmate. So remember, if this soulmate I desire is mine, I cannot lose it. If it how to play it. I'm telling you, it's so deep and so good that you will not you will not be upset and disappointed. It's only like $5 to $10 for the actual book, but the cards are probably like $10. I am happy for my neighbor. Be happy for whomever you come across, whether things work out the way they're supposed to or they don't. Be happy for the person next to you, no matter how successful you get, no matter how successful they are. Be happy for the person next to you. Your neighbor, it says, but that doesn't necessarily mean your neighbor. That means the person next to you, the person that you are in contact with the most, the person who you have to bless each situation as success and go from there. Be happy for whatever relationship that you had to walk away from, whether relationship or friendship. Be happy. Be happy for them, because guess what? There's no need for hate. Every situation is blessed as a lesson. And let me take this one last thing. This is from the Soul Truth deck. Alright, too many cards. This is from the Soul Truth deck. I'll go ahead and take this. Alright, come on. Give me a message for tonight. Well, this morning, actually. November 16th at 1:30 a.m. Yes, I'm working pretty late. But I'm enjoying this. It's work, but it doesn't really need to be. Do I surround myself with people who uplift me? With whom we surround ourselves determine who we become. Does your tribe fill you up? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? Do they help you step into your greatest potential? Today's soul action. This is something that I was talking about earlier to someone, but anyway. Today's soul action. Make a desire list of the type of people with whom you wish to surround yourself, and clarify if there is anyone in your life who no longer serves you. Can you love them from a distance? I had to make these choices. I made these choices in regards to me making a move, which I didn't know if it would benefit me, but I did know. I did know that the situation that I was in at that point wasn't benefiting me. So I made the move to go to a different state that I could kind of not really start over like I was running from something, but just in regards to how things, how I could restart and redo things over. So I felt that way, and it was kind of like a situation where it was done out of love, but yeah, I was spreading myself too thin, and I'm in a situation where I can't, you know, as an entrepreneur, I'm in a situation where I create my own energy and I create my own finances. I didn't get up and go to work like everyone else. So a lot of people didn't appreciate that. And not just appreciating it, listening. Listening. I was listening to the universe. I wasn't listening to an individual. I was listening to the universe saying that I needed a break because I was starting to feel burnt out. And that's where I was. So I wasn't surrounded by the people that were motivating me. I was motivating myself, and it was harder when it comes to the factor where you feel like you're spreading yourself too thin. So that's where I was. So this is my message for tonight. Remember, this is the affirmation. If this situation I desire is mine, I cannot lose it. If it is not, give me its equivalent. So you fill in the blanks. Screenshot it. It's from the law of karma and law of forgiveness, from the game of life and how to play it. And yeah, visualize what it is that you want. Set it in stone. Don't let anybody tell you that it's something that you cannot do, or something that they don't believe in you with doing because they haven't done it. You know, you have to just walk away and manifest a different energy. So the law of karma, the law of karma, the law of non-resistance. What is this? The law of karma. Okay. So yeah, just do that. And let me just read this part to you. And maybe this will influence you to go and get it. Now, you don't have to get the book. I like the book because I like to go and read it or whatever. But in my description, there's the link for the YouTube. It's a free video. It's over 2 hours long, but take pieces of it. Here it is. Let me read this part to you. The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. The game. Most people consider life a battle, but it is not a battle. It's a game. It is a game, however, which cannot be played successfully without the knowledge of spiritual law. And the Old and New Testaments give the rules of the game without wonderful clearness. Let me start over. And the Old and New Testaments give the rules of the game with wonderful clearness. Jesus Christ taught that it was a great game of giving and receiving. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. This means that whatever man sends out in word or deed will return to him. What he gives, he will receive. If he gives hate, he will receive hate. If he gives love, he will receive love. If he gives criticism, he will receive criticism. If he lies, he will be lied to. If he cheats, he will be cheated. We are taught also that the imaging faculty plays a leading part in the game of life. Keep thy heart or imagination with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Proverbs 4:23. This means that what man images sooner or later externalizes in his affairs. And then she explains why she says that. So she's explaining this story. I know a man who feared a certain disease. It was a very rare disease and difficult to get, but he pictured it continuously and reading about it until it manifests in his body, and he died, the victim of distorted imagination. So we see to play successfully the game of life, we must train the imagining faculty. A person with an imagining faculty trained to imagine only good brings into his life every righteous desire of his heart: health, wealth, love, friends, perfect self-expression, his highest ideas. The imagination has been called the scissors of the mind, and it is ever cutting day by day the pictures man sees there, and sooner or later he meets his own creation in his outer world. To train the imagination successfully, a man must understand the workings of his mind. The Greeks said, know thyself. There are three departments of the mind: the subconscious, conscious, and the superconscious. The subconscious is simply power without direction. It is like steam or electricity, and it does what it is directed to do. It has no power of induction. Whatever man feels deeply or imagines clear or images clearly is impressed upon the subconscious mind and carried out in minutest details. For example, a woman I know when a child always made for example, a woman I know when a child always made believe she was a widow. She dressed up in black clothes and wore a long veil, and people thought she was very clever and amusing. She grew up and married a man with whom she was deeply in love. In a short time he died, and she wore black and a sweeping veil for many years. The picture of herself as a widow was impressed upon the subconscious mind, and in due time worked itself out, regardless of the havoc created. And the conscious mind has always called mortal or carnal mind. It is the human mind and sees it as it appears to be. It sees death, disaster, sickness, poverty, and limitation of every kind, and it impresses the subconscious. The superconscious mind is the God mind the superconscious mind is the God mind within each man, and is the realm of perfect ideas. In it is the perfect pattern spoken of by Plato, the divine design. For there is a divine design for each person. There is a place that you are to feel and no one else can feel, something you are to do which no one else can do. There is a perfect picture of this in the superconscious mind. It usually flashes across the conscious as an unattainable idea, something too good to be true. In reality, it is man's true destiny or destination, flashed to him from the infinite intelligence which is within him. So, there you have it. That is how deep this is. And it talks about love. It talks about casting the burden or letting go of, casting the burden to the Christ within, or casting the burden to the higher power, like letting go of that burden, casting it away in order for you to receive positive energy. So all of these things is kind of like The Secret. This book was written in 1929. So this is a part of, something that we know the dates, we see the pictures, we know when it was created, and this has been going on forever. But once you learn this, it's hard for you to get away from it. So no, I'm not perfect, but I do know, I think about certain things before I say it. I think about things before I do them, and I try to picture everything clearly in my consciousness and my super consciousness, so that I can manifest the thing. So I go over throughout the day and I say, I cast the burden of lack to the Christ within, and I go free to have plenty. That's one that's in here. Or I'll say, and I'll write them down. I have them all here just so that, and my son says them. I can have him say it to you. But infinite spirit, open the way. I have them written down for my immediate supply. Let all that's mine by divine right now reach me in great avalanches and abundance. So that is that. And then I always say, I'm always under grace. I'm always under direct inspiration. I make right decisions quickly. Because when this is not one that I say all the time, but I try to practice saying that. And then another one is I cast the burden, I already said that, of lack to the Christ within, and I go free to have plenty. And so I say these, and I always say miracles shall follow miracles, and wonders shall soon cease, or whatever. So, shall never cease, sorry. Miracles shall follow miracles, and wonders shall never cease. So I always say that. I always try to make it my point to say that, so that I'll get my energy flowing the right way. So again, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. That's why I started. There's so much negativity going on in the world right now. And if somebody listens, one person, not everybody, you know, if one person listens and they can get something out of it, I'm okay with that, because at least I know I did do a little justice when it came to trying to help be positive and, you know, and do things the right way. So there you have it. That was just my little excerpt of the game of life and how to play it. And another thing is the Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Now you can look that up on Instagram as well. So there you have it. You know, good night. I'll be up in a couple hours because I gotta make sure my son gets up and go to school in the morning. All right, you guys. All right, well, have a good night. Remember, the world is waiting.